Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do the Leo December horoscope. Sorry, no intro this morning. All my buttons have gone haywire for some reason. I think it was a Microsoft update yesterday. So if you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. It is another big month for everybody. We have Saturn and Jupiter conjunct. We also have Saturn and Jupiter changing houses, and I'll talk all about that very shortly. We have the summer and winter solstice, depending on which hemisphere you're in. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's our summer solstice, so the longest day of the year. If you're in the northern hemisphere, then it's the shortest day of the year. It's the winter solstice. And the full moon is known as the full cold moon or the full long night's moon, okay? So yes, a lot happening still, and there's a solar eclipse, and I'll talk about how that affects you, what house that's in. If you're new, I'll just briefly explain what I do, because I do it a bit differently. I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you, and you might take it or leave it, depending on if you like tarot or not. But often that does work in with the horoscope in some way. I'll then talk in depth about your horoscope, and then stick around right till the end, and I'll do a psychic channeling for everyone. Okay, so let's go to the main board now, and I'm going to draw those tarot cards I was just talking to you about. Okay, so you can think of it as like the first half of the month here, or the second and the second half of the month here. If you find that suitable, that's a bit better. You can read it a bit better. All right, first tarot card for lovely Leos in December 2020, the last month of the year. Bring it on, babe. Glad to see the back of 2020. Okay, what do I see? A green door. That's usually growth and opportunity. Okay, so some opportunities coming up. You may have to think long and hard, though, about whether you accept them. And this is in your horoscope too. There's an important decision, or a couple of influences actually, to help you make an important decision about your life direction this month. So yeah, if you want these opportunities, you need to obviously research and investigate them, keep your feet on the ground and that sort of thing. The card that comes up is the Death card, because some of the things in your life are ending, and you have to decide which things are ending. Is it a relationship? Is it a job? Is it your value system? Because underpinning these changes are a change in your values. You're going to look back over your life and see that you're not the person that you were 5, 10, 20 years ago. You're at a much sort of deeper level now, not so shallow. That's sort of what happens as we mature. We see so much more. So death basically means a new beginning. It doesn't mean that there's a physical death or anything like that, so don't get worried about that side of it. But it stands for the ending of something, so that a new beginning can start, something better, something that's more in keeping with who you really are as a person. Having said that, I must say every reading, not every reading, that's exaggerating, but a lot of readings I've been doing lately have got this card. So on the collective level, this is certainly a time of endings, and this has been the last couple of months. So here it is again. All right, let's look at the second half of the month. Society is changing. Values that were important previously are now seen, or will soon be seen, to be not so important. That there are more important things in the world than petrochemicals, fuel, energy. Yeah, we need it, but there's more important things. This card's just jumped out along with that card underneath, but I'm just going to read the one card, which will be this one, and this is the 7 of Wands. This can indicate conflict. Doesn't have to be, though. If you're assertive and you stand your ground and you voice your side, you know, what you really think, you voice it with passion, you may find that you actually avoid conflict because people respect you more, especially if you've been tending to sort of put up with things and it's been deep down inside you and you've been getting upset, but you keep sort of, just going along and not saying too much. Okay, 7 of Wands, feeling very passionate about your rights and what you want to do with your life, and you have to defend yourself because of it. It could be that this decision that I was telling you about, this major decision in your life, people might want to know why you're making the decision and how you came to that decision, and you have to defend your point of view. Okay. But baseball bats are all about action too. It's not just making the decision, it's taking action. Alrighty, so just bear those 2 cards in mind. The Death card because it's a new beginning coming, and the fact that 7 of Wands is a new decision that you'll have to, back yourself. You'll have to back yourself because other people may not necessarily back you. Alright, so let's look at your horoscope now, and you'll see there's a fair bit going on down here, and there's a lot of activity, and there's a lot of activity in your everyday life, your habits, your everyday work and that sort of thing. Okay, so your horoscope, 20th of November to the 21st of December, Venus jammed in here. Venus, here, in your 4th house. Okay, this is beautiful for your home. Excuse me, coughing. It's so hot here. It's like 93 degrees, which is amazing because it's springtime. And that is just, this must be the hottest spring day we've ever had. Okay, Venus in your 4th house. Make your home more pleasing and beautiful, and do things that bring you and your family pleasure. Okay, it's a great time for entertaining family and friends. 20th of November to the 21st of December, Sun in your 5th house here. Okay, so this brings insight and awareness and a feeling of happiness. You could be feeling very energized and creative. You want to express yourself freely and playfully. Art, culture, music and entertainment may be more important to you now. 30th of November to the 20th of December, Mercury in your 5th house jammed in there. Entertainment and amusements, things involving your mind like reading, all of these things have appeal to you now. Communications about romance, the world of the child and creativity, and a lot of activity around those things could come up now. 26th of November to the 6th of December, Mars conjuncts Mars, gives you a strong desire to make a fresh start in the world. You may want to take the initiative and strike out on your own. You've got a lot of physical energy, so do be careful with that because you don't want to be having like trips or falls or anything because you're pushing yourself too hard. You could have more willpower and courage. Channel your abundant energy into work and other activities. But yeah, be sort of a bit reasonable. Don't push yourself too hard. 6th of December to the 13th of December, Mars conjuncts Mars. This gives you a strong desire for leadership and control over your own affairs. You could be very competitive in business or sport, and you're willing to push yourself to get ahead. Now, okay, that's fine, but yeah, like I say, do be reasonable with it. Don't overdo it. 7th of December to the 16th of December, Jupiter conjuncts Saturn. Okay, this is what I was referring to before about a really important decision to change your life's direction. It's hard sometimes because you have to decide what to let go of and what to keep. You're like a snake shedding your skin because you're growing, you see. Be flexible and break old habits. There's an underlying change in your values going on, and that's going to play out into the world. Okay, so 14th, where are we? 14th of December, Okay, so there's a solar eclipse and it's in your 6th house. The solar eclipse always brings new beginnings, but because it's like a new moon bringing new beginnings, but on steroids. So this is really quite strong. And because it's to do with the 6th house, this is the practicalities in your everyday work or perhaps your health and well-being. You want to put your life in order or your health in order, okay? And make things a bit more structured. You're looking for, concrete answers to issues that you may be experiencing in your well-being or your work. 14th of December to the 8th of January 2021. Venus in your 5th house here. So it moves from the 4th house into the 5th house. This is beautiful for romance and for feeling inspired. You might be feeling very romantic or creative, and you express your loving feelings openly. Art, music, culture, and the world of the child appeal to you now. There might be somebody close to you who falls pregnant, or perhaps you have more to do with children in some way. Children come to visit or something like that. 8th of December to the 27th of December, Saturn opposition your ascendant. Critically important decisions regarding your friendships, associations and career need to be made this month. You've reached a turning point in your life. Relationships either break up or become stronger. Your life is not lukewarm, okay? So career opportunities may come to you, but other people are not happy and may try to block you. Older, experienced people can help you now. Anyone who do beware of anyone who tries to restrict or control you. Okay, that needs to be avoided. You may have more responsibilities than usual. It's the time when you may need to make a sacrifice, but that's so that you can have more freedom later on. So it might be a sacrifice now for something better later on. 8th of December to the 1st of February 2022. Saturn moves into your 7th house here, then followed by Jupiter. Okay, so just talking about Saturn, you will probably examine more closely the important relationships in your life, particularly, husband or wife or business partners or people that you work very closely with that are like friends or partners in some way. There could be some stress in marriages or close relationships, and you could become somewhat disillusioned. Okay, if on the other hand, if you're unattached, you may be ready for a deeper commitment with somebody coming up soon. 15th of December to the 24th of December, Jupiter opposition your ascendant. Okay, so you're feeling a bit more social. It's an excellent time for advertising and promoting your business and yourself. It's time to get out and meet more people, socialise. 15th of December to the 14th of May 2021, Jupiter then moves into your 7th house up here to join Saturn. And there's a lot of harmony and happiness in your relationships then. This becomes more important. You may feel more tolerant and generous than usual, and you may expand your social circle, and that appeals to you now. If you do perchance have some legal issues, there could be some sort of breakthrough or offer at this time as well. And if you have some sort of enemies that you know about, like people you don't get on with, someone may offer an olive branch, which is like a sign of peace, so forgive each other and move on. 20th of December to the 8th of January 2021, Mercury in your 6th house. Mercury gets squashed in there. So this is about doing your best work, and it's also a good time to examine how you use your time and energy. You could be looking to become more productive and efficient now. You may begin a health improvement program and create better habits. 17th of December to the 26th of December, Jupiter sextiles Mercury. There's some long distance communications, and anything concerning those communications, such as business, is likely to be successful. It's a great time to publish and promote yourself. 26th of December to the 31st of December, Mars squares Jupiter. You're ambitious and full of optimism and positivity, but don't take unnecessary risks because you might be feeling a little bit overconfident. This can be a very productive and successful time if you keep both feet on the ground. 29th of December, you have the full moon here in your 12th house. So, it's a good time to go off into retreat because you might be feeling a little bit sensitive and moody. You need solitude and privacy for self-reflection. It's a great time for spiritual renewal and meditation. Okay, so as you can see, what I was saying back here, something is ending, so something new can begin, and you may have to defend yourself on some of these important decisions that you'll be making in December, but that's okay, you can do that. And you can avoid conflict if you think about it first and work it all out. Okay, so I'm going to now close my eyes and see what I can see for you, lovely Leo, for the month of December 2020. Yeah, so some things coming to a close. Look, you might have mixed feelings about leaving a job or a relationship. There could even be some tears, but yet in your heart of hearts it's the right decision. And I see somebody here walking along in the rain with an umbrella. So rain is usually tears. But then I see a rainbow and the sun coming out. So if you are, having some tears about a relationship ending, yes, that will go on. And now I see a roll of toilet paper. So that basically means you need to purge and get rid of all the negative energy. And yes, this time of grief happens, and then the sun comes out, and there's a lot of happiness and insight and awareness, and you start to begin to understand why things turned out the way that they did. This is all about, you growing as a person, and sometimes we're in relationships or situations or jobs or whatever where it's actually holding us back, and Spirit doesn't want that for us. Okay, anything else? Something here about money. I see handfuls of money. Maybe if you end something, there's some money coming back to you in some way. If you're in Australia, there's something here about a koala stuck up a tree. Well, not stuck up a tree, they live in trees. But there's a koala. There's a koala in trouble. So if you've got eucalyptus trees around your place, please keep a lookout for a koala in trouble. Maybe the koala needs to be put back in the tree or something like that. Do check out your local area, what wildlife hospitals you have and that sort of thing. There's a very good one where I live here on the Gold Coast at Currumbin. So if you come across any injured wildlife, please call, or even call a local vet if you haven't got a wildlife hospital. Okay, that one just snuck in, I just saw. Okay, so lovely Leos, anything else? Yeah, it's just the same sort of thing. I see the sky, there's a big cloud in the sky, which is sort of confusion. Initially, when a month first starts, you might be feeling sort of uncertain, but as the month proceeds, then you become clearer and clearer about what you're supposed to do. Okay, so that's it, lovely Leos. I hope you found this helpful. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so next will be Virgo, which I'll do tomorrow because it's so hot here. So keep an eye out for Virgo horoscope tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining me, and I shall see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.